My name is Daniel Herrera. I am 18 years old and I'm part of the class of 2017. I live here in the beautiful city of Compton as a fire truck goes by with my two parents, my mother, who you can see a picture of in the background, and my father, who is a man wearing red. I also live here with my sister and a dog, but it's just a dog. And just talking about my formative experience, one was when I pushed my cousin off of a story high kind of overpass into a very deep lake, which rendered him unconscious, pushing him down. And this was in Mexico, and I was very young. I was about 9 or 10, and it was kind of traumatic even for me. I mean, more so for my cousin who obviously went through the experience, but for me to see it, kind of my own action hurting someone kind of directly, it instilled two things in me: a reality, a very young age, a reality of the possibility of death and how scary it can be, but also how to respect the boundaries of other people, kind of respect life, kind of how your actions can and probably will affect others. And this is something that I keep on thinking about as I go in the future. Am I gonna hurt someone physically or emotionally or how so? But as I go over, I understand that I can also have positive consequences on people, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And as I go through life, I notice that is something that I want to do. I want to have an impact in someone's life. So when they come back to me, maybe a year or so and so forth, they can say, "You changed my life," and that is my goal. By showing me the beauty and terminology in history. My literature course has taught me to interpret a lot of texts, both medias, in forms of music, poems, and other books, to understand the basics of human nature, but also human understanding. And I've seen it both in how people have acted, in the way they talk in dialogue, but also in the music and media around my community, specifically in Compton, growing up with many forms of gangsta rap during the 90s. Moreover, though, my AP government class has shown me about the low political efficacy and political participation in my community, but also those of my own race and those of other minority races. See, in my senior year, I have understood the underlying images of racism, to see in the media, but also in dialogue, how people are affected by what they see every day, but also by what they hear. And it's a lot of stereotypes that are perpetuated within themselves by people constantly talking and acting the way that other people perceive them. However, in contrast, a lot of my service, both on the Navajo immersion trip and here at home, as well as other service trips, have seen that there are much more nuances to people who are both poor and of minority races, but also mentally ill and of impoverished communities, and have come to understand that God has a special place in his heart for those who are poor or oppressed by whatever form they may be in, and that nature, just like other people, is to be respected at the same degree of a human life. Because without us treating another person with love the same way that we treat nature with love, then this world will surely come to an end. I am a Catholic, and as mentioned before, I have seen a lot of instances of both racism, oppression, violence, both domestic and verbal, and other forms of it in my community, but also my experiences around the country. I understand that it's sometimes difficult to know when God is present with us, when we come through a lot of stresses and a lot of turmoils in our life. Nonetheless, I personally have found God mostly through action, faith in action specifically, or praxis. Because it's one thing for me to say and speak about God, but it's another thing for me to actually act out shalom, which I will explain later. See, when I act out my love for people in terms of tutoring them, or even teaching them a language that I know proficiently, or sitting down with them and counseling them in any form or way, I'm discovering that God's love comes through me in action as a vessel to other people. And understand that this world is very individualistic in society, meaning that people tend to go away from another or to go away from communities in order to become selfish. And I want to start breaking those boundaries. The world needs someone or a group of people who can combine the morality of theology with the intricacies and nuances of science to create a world better for people who are both mentally but also physically and spiritually disabled. My mission, where my passion comes in, is to combine the schools of theology and schools of neurology to help people with mental illnesses and people who are in need of some form of aid, or I can find myself proficient. Elizabeth Johnson, Assistant Professor of Theology at Fordham University, defines shalom as a peace experienced through the absence of war for the presence of God. My name is Daniel Herrera. I will be studying biology on the pre-med course this fall. This is how I will bring more shalom. I will be the change the world needs. I am the hope for the future.